For more on this, let's speak to one of the report's authors, Henri Nickels, who joins us now from Vienna. Henri Nickels, thanks very much indeed. It says in your report it's widespread and entrenched prejudice and exclusion. In your opinion, is it getting worse?
Good afternoon. Getting worse is difficult to say, but the situation is certainly not getting better, despite the legislation that is in place in all of the EU member states. However, this report shows that there is a willingness to do something about the situation on the ground.
A willingness that would be hard to implement in many cases because an awful lot of this is subliminal, apart from the obvious attacks. How do you tackle institutional racism amongst people of European descent against these Africans?
Well, the thing is, in order to tackle institutional racism, as you call it, you need to work with the institutions and help them to see where the issues are. And at the European Union, with your agency, we are working closely with the European institutions as well as with member states to tackle this, racism, xenophobia, and hate crimes. So we are in a constant process of dialogue, including also with civil society organizations that represent people of African descent.
Are you saying that authorities are not in any way able to protect these people?
No, I'm not saying that. The authorities are doing work in terms of training police officers to recognize the rights of victims of hate crime, recognizing how to deal with victims of hate crime. Also, every member state has an equality body which is there to receive complaints of discrimination, where victims can come and seek redress. So there are lots of efforts that are being put in place to enable people to seek redress, but the reality of discrimination is there, and this is where member states and institutions and society in all of its components can get together to work to find a solution to the problem, not least by involving the people themselves through their civil society organizations, for example.
I think it was 1 in 20 respondents said they'd been a victim of a physical attack in the last 5 years. I was fascinated by the fact that the highest number of offensive gestures, comments or threats, as you put it, was in Finland. Any reason why? Well, the thing is, there are different countries, there are different realities. And in some countries, people might be more aware of being the victim of a racist attack. In other places, people might not be able to feel comfortable to go and report it or feel comfortable to go and say it. We have also seen that with other research we've done, for example, on violence against women, where we see that the legislation is stronger, where the equality bodies are better known, that people are more aware of the type of discrimination they face, of the type of experiences they face, and they're more open to talk about them. So every situation at the national level needs to be looked at in detail, also in relation to the national context. Henri Nickels, thank you very much indeed.